perspectives on this critical subject. We are sure that this conversation will be beneficial to all the attendees, as it will give them deeper insights into the key challenges one might encounter while running a business. So now, with utmost pleasure, I would like to welcome our panelists for today, who will be leading us in this discussion today. First of all, we have Radhika Kajaria. She is the founder of Radically Yours, a US-registered new age knowledge-sharing platform for new businesses and investment funds. She is involved in policy and education measures and engages in bridging the gap between the investor and investing companies globally. With her global network of HNIs, family offices, venture capitalists, and investment funds, she closely studies the evolution of tech-driven or enabled businesses and facilitates their reach to global institutional capital. Moving on to our second panel member, we have Soumyadip Mukherjee, CEO and founder of Spice. He is a sales and distribution specialist with over 20 years of experience in India and abroad with some of the top MNCs in beverages, FMCG and financial service sectors. Expertise in startup operations, launching brands, setting up distribution channels, making strategies, managing large-scale team, and support functions and setting priorities for immediate actions in achieving sales target. Next we have Pratika Sahu. He is the founder of NAP Easy, also a Shark Tank finalist. He has got 40 years of experience in the field of industry and 2 years of experience in running the UO innovation. It's an Airbus spin-off company, the first in the history of Airbus in India. Their first product, NAP was designed to bring comfort to travelers. It is a patented technology. He also designed a 6.5 kg remote control drone for surveillance in 2009 and 10. Now, I would like to call Ms. Garima Mohanty to take up the session further.
own entrepreneurship. Today there are people who believe that for us lगा देंगे आप क्या अचीव करेंगे. There are labs. So today setting up a good laboratory which is NABL accredited will cost you at least a crore. Today there are companies who work with startups at throwaway prices and all your testing is taken care of. Today we sell in the US, especially the UK, thanks to these labs. There are logistics companies. पहले truck load माल भेजना होता था. As a new brand, you can't sell truck load of stock because you are too new. You don't know whether there is a truck load of stock or not. Somebody will say कि 2 cartons भेज दो, 10 cartons भेज दो. You can't courier it because courier is too expensive for them. There are logistics companies who do only parcels. There are brands like Vigo, there are brands like Depot, Express. They do only parcels. अगर आपको एक बॉक्स भेजना है तो भी 11 रुपए किलो दे देंगे, 100 बॉक्स भेजना है 11 रुपए किलो. Last month Mr. was telling that there is somebody in Bombay building the largest last mile distribution for kirana servicing. Doing distribution business. कल आज अगर मुझे बॉम्बे पे करना 10 लड़के लगाने हैं, I have to spend 3.5 lakh rupees. With them, I will open a success fee. Half of the cost. So I think more than challenges is the girl. The environment has become very conducive to do this. Entrepreneurship competition तो है. It's like when we were in college, we would have less competition versus guys, but opportunity will come. Today, when you guys are passing out, coming into colleges, the world is open for you guys. You guys can do 50,000 things. which we would not even think of when we were kids. That's the power of the internet today. So opportunities हैं, challenges तो है ही, but I think opportunities बहुत बड़ी हैं उसके मुकाबले में such challenges. That's the crux today that I have.
Like to ask Kanaka for first question was there. In your experience, what are some of the most difficult decisions that entrepreneurs have to make in starting and growing a business?
Yeah, I mean, I keep deliberating every year on this also. I see so many of my friends earning lakhs of rupees every month, doing a stable job, and I'm very happy in their lives. And then I think to myself, sometimes I calibrate, did I make the right decision? What will I do in my career? And you will have so many people telling you to leave it, like you were saying. There will be many people who will be like, छोड़ दो इसको, जॉब ले लो. बहुत कम लोग बोलेंगे कि आप जो कर रहे हो अच्छा कर रहे हो. And then your relatives will come and tell you after 10 years में successful हो, maybe आप बहुत ही अच्छा कमाल कर रहे हो. So I think that is a phase, but when you're in the initial career years, finding a job is very easy, but getting that done is very hard. And people who do it need to have that thick skin, कि कुछ भी हो जाए मैं तो करती रहूँगा कि मैंने इसमें इतना समय बिताया है, इतना पैसा लगाया है, तो कुछ ना कुछ करेंगे. And you should have that belief that even if it doesn't work out, you build some skills that will be used in a venture capitalist fund who is now working with different entrepreneurs, So never make yourself somebody who is just invested their time in something that didn't work out, and you have now become a commodity which can't be used in the market. My friend jokes with me and tells me that तुम्हारा स्टार्टअप अगर नहीं चला तो तुम 30 साल या 40 साल की हो जाओगे कि तुमको जॉब pivot sooner and quicker rather than waiting for a sweet time in your 40s कि अच्छा अभी तक नहीं हुआ फिर मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. So I think like you mentioned, failing fast is very important because if you stick to your idea for too long, even if it's not working out, then it'll be a very bad thing. And I've pivoted so many times myself, and it's a very, very stressful job. I must tell you guys, it's not glamorous at all. As we said, बहुत ज़्यादा uncomfortable situation होती है. Every day you're thinking कि job करना चाहिए था क्या, and you're thinking around कि बाकी लोग कितना कुछ कर रहे हैं. So I think that confidence is very important, and I have built it now recently. I didn't have it when I started out, and I know how bad it was. So I just want to tell you guys that if you are really prepared, don't then go for it because it really takes on your mental health and your thinking. So just think a lot before jumping into it.
But you have done really great, and as we say, when there's a way. If anyone wants to do it, they can go forward and get for it. I would like to ask Pradipta sir, are there any specific industries or types of businesses where you have seen entrepreneurs struggle more than others? Why do you think it is?
Okay. Now we have three sectors already. I am more into product, food and beverages, services. Okay. So what I could see that there are challenges everywhere. In startup, you are starting a brand. It is not an easy job. If you say that okay, I am in Shark Tank and people are seeing you, but who is not in Shark Tank? People will not see you, and you have to put lot of money to be visible. Of course, I have a product which is very good. Okay, but people are not knowing about it. So the main challenge is the product which is not visible. Any product which is coming in market, in India specifically, you cannot just market it. You have to spend lots of money in advertising in Facebook, Google, Amazon, and after selling, you will not profit it. That is the pay. So I was telling him that I am many startups fail not because their product is bad, because they are not able to make it visible to the right kind of customer. Okay, that is the main pain. So what I would suggest that when you are making any product, be sure that your customer, your channels are identified clearly before you plan the business. Okay. Of course, there is always a challenge that okay, you are doing some salaried job, and it is always an opportunity. Suppose last 3 years I am into this startup industry. Leaving my other salary, I think was decent enough. So why I am doing this? Of course, I am seeing a bigger reason to go to that. Okay. Suppose I am getting a grant right now. Maybe I will have the other grants which will follow. But you have to set the first grant itself. That is the critical thing. What I think.
Thank you so much. So, sir, I'd like to ask you, how can entrepreneurs stay ahead of changes in technology, consumer preferences, or market trends that may affect their businesses?
Education.
Really?
Education. You keep reading. That's
Yeah.
the solution. I think I have read more books on entrepreneur than I have read student. So again, the power of the internet. You come to know so much about the happenings on an instant. Something happens in California yesterday and you get to know tonight. Something happens in Japan, something happens in Venezuela, of course. You will come to know. So you just have to keep your eyes and ears open. Information is available. You just have to be able to adapt it. You need to be open to understanding that information is. If I get information, you can adapt fast. If I'm not open to information, then I will probably be reactive. I won't proact. So I think education is the larger word. But education, I think, is the most important thing in keeping yourself abreast with things, updated on things. And you will be able to take traction better. You will be able to pivot faster. And like I said, you will feel cheaper. So that's
That was actually an amazing session. Education. You all need to know day-to-day basis you need to have information. Whatever.
You need to build your team and enthuse them with energy, learn from them, and always have a learner mindset like that. Because sometimes entrepreneurs, when they get money, they're like, हम तो आसमान में चल सकते हैं, पानी पे चल सकते हैं. So इतना that ego is not good at all. So I think keeping that aside, if you always are open, curious, and are wanting to learn from people, you can be motivated. And there are enough more people wanting to speak to you and mentor you. Actually find a mentor for yourself whom you can get inspired from. I know times when I'm bored at a day or I'm not feeling as energized, I just go randomly to some good event that's happening in the city, and I meet people there. I see that they're doing so good, and then I feel I think to myself that okay, it's not it's not the end of the world. There is so much more to do. So I just get re-energized. So I think meeting people is the key, and keeping yourself open to many ideas is also one of the solutions to it. Never think that you are boxed or this is the only right thing to do. Because when you do that, that's when the failing starts.
Right. Sir, I would like to ask you, what role do you think mentorship and support networks play in helping entrepreneurs overcome challenges and achieve success?
Yeah, it is always important to have mentors because you don't know anything about a new challenge that you might face. So what I would see that there are different ways you can learn. Maybe your customer somebody teach you. Sometimes when we are talking about motivation, where do I get motivation? Next day is my customer. My customers tell that okay, I am feeling good about it. That will be motivating, improving your first. Secondly, of course, in learning education also you find teachers who are teaching you about their experience. So when we talk about mentorship, it may be from somebody who is very young as well as very old. It is about the experience what they say, because you may not be facing that kind of situation everywhere. Suppose today I have learned many things from these two guys. with different kind of ideologies and of course they are in different categories itself. They are not into product category, but I have learned so much. So that is what will keep you motivated as well as every day is a possibility to learn something very good, and it is maybe from anywhere. And events definitely help you with kind of people you are going to meet, because they have also come to that event with that learning attitude. So that will also improve a lot.
Okay. That's actually better because we need to connect with more people to gain network and gain information. How many, sir? I would like to ask you, how can entrepreneurs balance the need to take calculated risks with the need to manage resources and mitigate potential failures?
So every day there's a calculated risk. So, especially when you are very in India. So, jokes apart. So in the entrepreneurial cycle, every single day you're taking. So you know because you're new, you are creating a category or a product. Right? So we don't know how will a market react. So for example, I'm doing well in a market, and if I go to a product tomorrow, I don't know how will product react. The way will be the same, will be better, will be worse. But it's a calculated risk whether I should take that move or not. And then how do you say calculated risk? You have made a budget for yourself that listen, I will give myself X many days in that market to fail. Like I said, fail fast, fail cheap, move on. Right? You can't imagine that idea of doing it. It doesn't work like that. There are companies who do thousands of crores of business annually, out of which 90 crores come from UK and US. They basically from India business that's what है. Right? और सस्टेन नहीं यार नए business में क्या business तो होना ना company. Every year they think 300 goes home. That's more important. That's the bottom line. So one is calculated risk is something that it is all calculated risk because it's less risky. Because that's the reason the word calculated risk. Right? I mean otherwise वो तो फिर risky है ना, then तो it's gamble. Your calculated risk is because then it's less riskier. The other part is that I mean, in this journey of the business, till the time you are not. So one is when do you say the brand is successful? So I'll say till you become a life boy. I was giving an example. That's a favorite quote. I keep giving example of life boy. So unless you become a life boy, that's a synonym. The journey is still on, right? I mean, even for life, the journey is on. So there's no destination in the brand build, right? It's because दिल मांगे मोन होता है ना, तो आपको 1 करोड़ क्या, आज आप 2 करोड़ करता हूँ, या आप तो 3 करोड़ करेंगे, अरे आप 100 करोड़ करना है, अरे आप 200 करोड़ करना है. So there's no end to it, right? Levers today doing 60,000 crores is saying यार 2% का growth तो कम है, we should do 5% next year. So being the largest FMCG company in the world, right? We are still saying this. So I think till that journey is on, every single day you will have to take some amount of calculated risk. I don't think that stops ever. Right? So, do the top brands don't fail? They fail. I mean, today Colgate has launched a charcoal toothpaste. Is it that successful? People are still buying the white Colgate. People are still buying the Max Fresh. That's 95% of the portfolio. But they're still trying out, right? And कुछ नया देते हैं. Right? For your dad, there is the Max Fresh. Now for you, they're saying charcoal use करो. आपके डैड के रेस्टोरेंट में बोला था कि बस कोयला यूज नहीं करना चाहिए दांत के लिए, खराब होता है. Now they're selling कोयला. Right? So it's changing. Right? So, but that's a risk they're taken because they're punching in money. So I know of a case study, Kellogg's.
Okay.
Kellogg's was working on the breakfast oats for over 3 years. They spent 18 crores building that category, right? And they took 6 years to launch it. 6 years. Category बन गई, 18 crore खर्चा भी कर दिया. Production, सब मतलब to check the lab, recipe, everything. But they waited for the opportune time to launch it, did a test. So Hyderabad is one of the biggest test markets in India, because of the millennial crowd, Cosmo crowd. Hyderabad and Pune, there are 2 test markets in India. So they launched in Hyderabad and now they have taken it to the entire country. 6 साल उन्होंने wait किया. And they will be somebody who said कि नहीं मैं कर लेता हूँ, right? And उन्होंने risk लिया. So Saffola launched noodles. They thought कि यार हिंदुस्तान में तो गोल नूडल खा लेंगे लोग. नहीं खाते. हिंदुस्तान में मैगी खाते हैं, मसाला खाते हैं, सीधा होना चाहिए नूडल, मसाला फ्लेवर होना चाहिए और उसके ऊपर आजकल शेजवान डाल देते हैं. So they took a calculated risk. It did not do well. It's all right for them. So they're still the #1 edible oil company in the world, in the country. Right? Yes. Which is okay. I think the journey though comes from the every day.
Because we need to go on and we need to learn more. And I can say grow in a way.
I mean, you decided to take up this course.
Yes.
It's a capital risk.
It is.
After 4 years, you decide, yaar, ये तो
Because there can be a chance that after 4 years. Yes, because there can be a chance that after 4 years now, right now, I am into computer engineering. Maybe there is a chance कि ये branch ना चले और अच्छे से, like placements ना हो इसके बहुत अच्छे.
Just बैठे तो
No. It's not about the teachers. They are teaching us well. I'm talking about the world.
Yeah. So
After I have done the course, they have taught us so well. But उसके बाद market में तो magic.
Exactly what they are saying. It's a factory for them. बोले हमने इतनी मेहनत की प्रोडक्ट बनाया ये बाजार में चला ही नहीं. It's not cheaper job for example.
रुको and after the COVID, सोच भी नहीं सकते कि कुछ भी हो सकता है अभी तो. We can't think that after 5 years, in what position we are gonna be in.
As long as you're on this journey,
Yes.
you will have to take capital risk. Because without, so there are risk managers. अगर आप इसे बात करोगे, they will say there is nothing without a risk. Right?
Risk means the reward.
No risk, no reward. Right? Harshad never said.
हाँ.
Yes, he does. Camera नहीं
Risk है तो इश्क है.
ठीक है हाँ.
Our is to be adaptive. So you have to quickly change your stance according to the situation. Otherwise, आप अगर CSC पढ़ के आए, मार्केट में अभी जो आप C++ सीखे, हम लोग जब सीख रहे थे C++. After we come out, I think वहाँ पर Java चल रहा था. So people quickly learn and went into big company. So वही करना. You have learned a basic thing. You have to version change करो. अपग्रेड करो. खुद को अपग्रेड करोगे then you will be following the trend. वो नहीं है तो नहीं.
I would like to ask you what ethical factors should an entrepreneur consider when developing their business plans? What ethical factors should an entrepreneur consider when they are developing ethical factors? What they should consider?
ये तो बहुत important question है हमें.
वो है क्या?
Ethics नहीं तो business नहीं है. मतलब
कभी-कभी उल्टा होता है. I am just telling you, business and war वो अलग लेवल पे आता है, but ethics थोड़ा कम होता है. But now as we grow as entrepreneurs, learn a lot from the market. So ethics अगर रहेगा, then you will be sticking for long. नहीं रहेगा, then you will fall fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you're ethical, you can build a team who would want to work with people who are not good at heart or they don't value their time. I mean, there are so many people who join organizations and leave. That's because their culture is not good. And ethics starts at the grassroots level of your culture of the organization. You know, it really defines as to what kind of talent will you hire in the team. And it's your people who drive your firm. It's not you or your individual self. So I think you need to have a good heart. I remember Elon Musk saying that he made the mistake of hiring people who were smart but who were very political and not good at heart people. And then after that he changed his hiring strategy and now he's hiring people who are average but are very genuine and transparent. And those are the top performers now in his organization, and that's why Tesla is Tesla. I mean, it's not Elon Musk, it's the people who are working for it. So I think ethics starts from the top
level and it goes down. So in case you are founding a company or starting something, you really need to take care of your people and think more about the organization than yourself. Sometimes people just think about themselves, and that's what happened in Bharat Pay. I mean, I'm sure you all have heard of Ashleep Grover and what has happened around. I'm sure he'll come to your college also someday. Let's go for it. He'll give you some other story. So, but I mean, he took large portion of his money, the investor money, for himself, and lots of startup founders do that. And those who do that don't reach anywhere or don't sustain their businesses, you know. So I think ethics is something that's a given. It's not even a question that should come in your mind. कि ethics होना चाहिए कि नहीं. I mean, it's just something that you breathe. Whereas you need to have ethics every day to live and sustain your business.
Yeah. In general life. Simple ethics are this. Why don't you stray away when you're in marriage? Ethics.
आप ethics में रहोगे तो और लोग भी ethics में रहेंगे.
Your family, your kids will follow. Why do we say behave yourself in the house? Because then your kids are watching you. Because it's so I think ethics is something which is, like you said, it's your way of life. Either I'm ethical, either I'm not ethical. I can't be ethical on a Sunday. And I'm not ethical on a Monday. ये दिल्ली थोड़ी hot day event है. It doesn't work like that. So I can't go to a church on a Sunday and say that Lord, ये हफ्ता सामान तो फिर अगला करो. It doesn't work like that. So either I'm ethical or I'm not ethical. So there are no two things about it. So business or life, I think that's the basic stuff.
अब रिपीट तो नहीं करेंगे वो. पहले बोलना चाहिए था.
Move to our next question. Pradita sir. What can an entrepreneur build and maintain strong relationships with their distributors and retailers? How can you do that?
ये इनका क्वेश्चन है. Actually, he is more into the distribution and retailer because we are now fully online and currently pushing our retail and distributorship in US and in India. But what you can do as an entrepreneur, I can say that you should have a very good relationship with your customer, with your vendors, suppliers, manufacturers, and of course investors. If you can do that, then you will go high. Otherwise, you will fail in any of the plans. That is what I can say.
I think there's one word for it. Be ethical. Yeah. If you are ethical, I have a distributor in Bombay, and I suddenly he's building my business. And I suddenly have multiple businesses, distributors in the same area. I'm killing his business that he's worked on. I'm unethical. He will never trust me tomorrow. It's a small word, right? So I think if you are ethical, your relationships of course different types.
I just have a question for you. What are some strategies that entrepreneurs can use to overcome common obstacles like limited resources or competition?
There's no strategy.
It is?
You have a piece of bread, you have 3 people, you just divide it between the 3. There's no strategy here. I think what happens is in your daily life, in an entrepreneurship, you will, like I said, adaptability, you will keep adapting to situations and challenges, and you are able to. So, for example, if I have limited amount of money and I know that the market is very tight, I will want to build a longer runway. Because I know I may not be able to raise money as frequently as I was doing 5 years back. So, क्या तरीका है? My business has to pay. So, I'll be adaptive. I will be a little more frugal. So, if you are frugal, you are able to adapt on time. You understand कि बस मुझे इतने में ही ये करना है. So, you will find ways. You will probably find suppliers. So there are 2 important factors in a business, right? AR is account receivable and AP is account payable. मतलब मेरा पैसा बाजार से कितने दिन में आता है और मुझे बाजार को पैसा देना कितने दिन में अपने सप्लायर्स को. वो जो बीच का गैप है, that kills companies. So Good organizations work on a negative cash flow. मतलब वो अपने वेंडर को पैसा देते हैं 60 दिन में और बाजार से पैसा लेते हैं कैश में. रिटेल फॉर एग्जांपल, सो रिलायंस रिटेल में जब जाते हैं किसी भी दुकानदार को किराना दुकान पे जाते हैं तो आप थोड़ी बोलेंगे मैडम ठीक है परसों पैसा देंगे. You will pay now. Either you're paying cash, you're paying Paytm or UPI, whatever. But you're paying him right away, right? The money is in his bank the next morning. But he will pay the brand in say 30 days, 40 days. So he's in a negative cash flow. मतलब उसका तो बैंक में एक्स्ट्रा पैसा पड़ा हुआ है वो पैसा बाद में देगा, right? In lot of startups, I will, in my case for example, my vendors pay me in 90 days and I pay my factory in 21 days. So I need to manage the 70 days का cash flow, which is more than 2 months, right? So if that is the case, then now मेरे पास पैसा कम है, what will I do? I will start working towards reducing that gap. यही strategy, right? Being a cockroach, they live the longest. That's the only way out. If you have no money, that's the way you will survive.
Okay. Radhika ma'am, I would like to ask you something. What are some of the key trends that developments that entrepreneurs need to be aware of in the sales and distribution space?
ये तो इनका क्वेश्चन है यार.
And please fast.
Sorry, tell me.
What are some of the key trends and developments that entrepreneurs need to be aware of in the sales and distribution space?
What kind of channels are now adopting? किस तरह के distributors आ रहे हैं? What kind of distributors are fit for your kind of product? Because now markets have evolved. Technology has helped distributors servicing only certain channels. So there are distributors who do only B2B. There are distributors who only do Horeca. Horeca is hotel, restaurant, cafes. There are distributors who only service large retail format, which is your Reliance, DMarts of the world. And there are distributors who only do Kirana stores. Right? So you will have to be able to understand कौन मेरा काम करेगा, कौन सा मार्केट में करेगा, किस शहर में करेगा, किस लीग में करेगा. I think that is something. So come back. So it's connected to the first question. It's about being aware, being updated, being abreast with what is happening on the market.
Ask you, what are some of the most common reasons that entrepreneurs fail to achieve success?
एक तो हमने ethics की बात कर ली, वो तो है. And then the other is I think frugality. A lot of people don't want to be adaptable. They're just like हमारा idea है, कैसे fail हो सकता है? They're not ready to accept it at all. So I think that power to just switch, turn, reverse, be flexible like water, not many people are able to do it, and that's why they fail. So I think that's one. And the other is resilience. Lots of times you will be faced with many questions and many comments which are not so good. But how do you still keep them aside and focus on what you're doing? Sometimes you need to have the blinders on and just keep moving in the race. And at the end of the day, you need to think to yourself that you are the only competition and not get bogged down कि market में इतना कुछ हो रहा है मैं क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. And at the same time, you also need to be aware of what's happening in the market. And if you're able to balance between these two mindsets, then I think that is what makes you successful. So you need to weigh in the pros and cons of every situation and not just be biased towards one kind of an idea, opinion or a fact when you are starting up or running a business. And I think when people fail to do that, that's when they fail. And I think the most important thing is also to build teams. Sometimes people have everything in place, idea, product, the execution strategy, but there are no people who are ready to join them. Or even if they're not working enough, that they have the same sense of responsibility towards the cause or the vision of the founder. So I think building a team is very, very important, and that is I think that's 60% of the reason why sometimes businesses fail.
Always keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We need to be adaptive, and also be flexible for it. Then, okay, sir, I would like to ask you, how can an entrepreneur build?
No, I will just add to what he has told. Apart from what we say that okay, you have to change your pivot quickly, also there is something called hang in there. So you have to be there till the time you get success. Okay, because sometimes you leave it and at the next moment you might be getting something out of it. So hang in there is also there, has to be there in your wall, written somewhere saying that okay, hang in there. For us, I think it was the main challenge during COVID time, when you have a travel product and you are into the market and travel is banned. So how do you do that? Either you have to change telling that people's productivity increases with this product, or you channelize yourself from B2C to B2B. So you have to very quickly decide as well as be there till we get to that level where we are now selling more than 1 crore of business every year. So how do we do that? You have to be there, otherwise people will not buy.
Last question I would like to ask all three of you. What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who are just starting out and maybe facing a range of challenges?
So
what is the motivation to do this? We have to also ask ourselves at times.
Yeah.
Because lot of time, like I said, it's a fad. Entrepreneurship लोग लेते हैं, मैं entrepreneur बन जाऊँगा. You know, a lot of people love the मैं founder बन गया, मैं भी founder. So maybe you will have to ask yourself, am I ready for this now? Should I do this now? Do I have enough resources to back it up? Because entrepreneurship is beyond Excel sheets. One thing I have learned, Excel sheet का कोई value नहीं entrepreneurship. वो आपका market कैसे treat करेगा, और वो the goalpost keeps changing, the milestone keeps changing, it just keeps going ahead. So how do you sustain yourself? So like I said, you have to keep hanging in there. So one is be honest to yourself, because I can lie to the entire world, I can't lie to myself. If I am in a state of denial to myself, then I am a sure sort, prescription to failure. The other thing is that obviously, if there's an idea, the market is all about speed. You can't think too much. You cannot keep deliberating. You cannot have multiple projects going around. You have to stay razor sharp, focused. Get one thing, do it right, build from there. एक success हो जाएगा ना, then for you to replicate 50 other things becomes very easy. But get one thing right. And it's a complete different game. I'm telling you, after 20 years of experience as an employee, entrepreneurship is extremely humbling. वो आपको सीधे ज़मीन पे ले आता है, आपको अपने औकात याद दिला देता है, और कहता है भाई साहब सीख लो, इसके बाद ज़्यादा ज्ञान देना जरूरी है. So it takes time. You will have to simply keep learning, evolving. Get one thing right and then go to the next. You cannot do multiple stuff at the same time. It's like you can't watch 6 movies in a single day. I don't know if somebody has tried that, but I'm saying you can't, because you lose the plot. Do one thing, get it right, and the next, and then the next.
I would add something like, when you are trying to go into entrepreneurship, it is very important to understand what problem are you solving. Okay. Of course, when somebody is venturing into, first thing has to be done like a business model canvas. If you find business model canvas in internet, please do that first thing. Okay, so that you understand what problem you are solving, what is your competitor, what is your strength, what is your weakness, who is your customer, everything. If you are not doing that and trying to do something out of your own, please don't do that. You have to go step by step and don't follow somebody saying that okay, कल तो जाके यहाँ पर मैं ढाबा खोलूँगा या. You have to just understand that every business has people in it, money involved in it, and there are many people who are trying this problem. So you have to be fast enough and also you understand your execution strategy. Otherwise, you will fail. So that is the key when you are venturing into it. Go step by step. Don't just fall for it. Saying that okay, कल मेरा नाम founder CEO आ जाएगा, कुछ भी नहीं हो. It doesn't make sense if you are not solving any problem. तो मैं तो इनका जो चटनी है actually मैं बहुत बार सोच रहा था कि I will buy something on chutneys. Why it is not available? देखो already he is into 3 years. So मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि there are people who are solving, but you have to understand who is your competitor, who is your customer. वो नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं.
मैं सोच रही हूँ इन लोग से भी बात कर लेती हूँ. बेचारे एग्जाम कब से बैठे. IPL कितने लोग देखने वाले हैं? अभी आने वाला है. गुड. पर मैं अगर तुमको पूछूं IPL में बिजनेस करना है कोई क्रिकेट रिलेटेड, तो कितने लोग शुरू करेंगे? Hardly one hand, right? So I think the bottom line is that sometimes people take their passion as a fact that it can also become their profession, and they try to get into it, and then they realize कि shit, मुझे तो पसंद ही नहीं आ रही है. I can't do this every day, because entrepreneurship is like a 24/7 365 day game, and you have to keep at it. And many people just think कि okay, I'm good at painting, तो मैं painting का business खोल लेती हूँ. बाद में realize होता है अरे shit, मेरी तो सिर्फ hobby थी ये. Why am I doing this? And I think whenever you venture out into something, it's important to know yourself first, rather than starting something by yourself. And that's why you guys have so much of good time at your hand during college, where you can explore many things and be a part of such fests to figure it out that what is it really that makes you love it. By hook or crook you'll do it, you know. So I think obsession and self-conviction is something that's really needed, because I was speaking to an investor the other day, and a founder was also on the call. The investor suggested something on their product itself and told them to pivot. And the founder is like, oh yeah, this is a better idea. And then the investor is like, where is your conviction? Why did you start it in the first place? If you started it, then you should keep at it. Now, why you just, in 1 second, how can you change your mind this way? So I think unless you have that conviction and purpose in your mind, don't go for it. And I think if you have that, both the things, you figure it out by yourself. I mean, there's no playbook to it. I can't give your advice and expect कि अच्छा ये सब entrepreneurs बन जाएंगे अगले दिन से. So it's something that you figure it out by yourself, and when you do that, that's when you know it. Telling or giving them suggestion won't help. But this is how generally it looks like.
We'll always keep that in mind.
You're saying so many things. We'll keep it in mind. इसे याद रहेगा.
Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me today. It was a really wonderful session. I got really, literally enlightened us all with your advice.
I think we have given them good nap time, huh? Enlightenment का तो पता नहीं.
No, I just wanted to say a thing. This is a great debate. I mean, India is at a stage where entrepreneurship. So when we were in college, there were a couple of institutes in India. So IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay. These are two institutes which promoted entrepreneurship. I always give an example of AIM Manila, Education Institute Management. AIM Manila is an institute which is of world repute. कोई placement cell नहीं. Right? There is no placement cell. There is no campus interviews done. वहाँ पर rule ये है कि the alumni will have to pick up their juniors from college every year and help them get placements. That's the strength of being alumnus. I think you guys are at a stage where you have a campus where you're meeting people, you're talking logical stuff. There are discussions beyond Netflix and series and MPLs. If you can, we are what our peers are. I think my learning is college life shapes you for your future. These 4, 5, 6 years of your life will decide how your next 35 years will. So you're in a great space. This is a great time for entrepreneurship for India. talk logic with your friends, read, be open, write to companies, tell them I want to intern with you. I keep telling them when I go for guest lectures in colleges, I keep telling them that why do you expect companies to give an internship money to you? Why can't you write them and try at some point in time? If you have a dream company, if you have an Alphabet, for example, if you want to go to Gmail, go to Google, write to Google and tell them, boss, listen, I want to be an intern with you. I want to give you 10,000 rupees a month, even if the college fee है. मैं ही देता हूँ आपको, 2 महीना और दे दूँगा, कोई problem नहीं. But let me intern with you. But if you get an internship with that kind of a brand, imagine the overall exposure that you will get and the value that will add to you. So go out, meet people, talk to people, read books. I think you are in a great time, great space. India is taking its next giant leap in entrepreneurship. मतलब जो US में आज से 30 साल पहले होता था वो इंडिया में आज हो रहा है. I think that's a huge opportunity. And you guys should not miss it at any cost. Because the ones who will miss this bus now, I'm telling you, they're going to miss the bus for life. So next 5-10 years are phenomenal for Indian. The growth story is just on the next cusp. And you guys are just on the door of it. All the best.
Are you hiring but
Yeah, and I think one more thing what I can tell, they are telling that entrepreneurs are generalists, right? So once you are starting your journey, probably you have to learn quick tips from us, like you should learn design thinking first, if you are into product. If you are doing a general stuff, then probably make digital marketing, learn a bit. Because at times you have to start the journey by yourself. So you have to learn these small things like content writing. Of course, I am not telling one person to do everything. But if you are good at something, learn these capabilities which we are paying for, right? Suppose I want to take interns from here. I would rather take product managers or product designers or social media advertisers. So what I am trying to say is that there are very key skill sets which are very important for an entrepreneur to do by themselves. At night times, I also do video editing. Of course, now Canva is there and everything. But you have to learn some certain things to do by yourself rather than putting lot of money into outsiders. You learn lot of things with lean money. That's what I can say.
Thank you so much.
जाने दो बेचारे लोग.
हाँ, हो गया.
Thank you, panel members, for sharing your experiences and insights on the subjects. Surely our attendees will be benefited from all of it. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Thak Singh Parwar to present the token of appreciation to Ms. Radhika Bajoria. Everyone, please join me in giving her a round of applause. Now I would like to request him to present the token of appreciation to Pradipta Sahu. Next we have Sir Soumyajit Mukherjee. Thank you so much.
Group photo?
Group picture. Yes, group photo.
Hey, आ जाओ.
And handshake.
सीमेंट करो
पहले वो हमारा लेकर
ओके